Good morning, good afternoon, and of course, don't forget, good evening, traders from across the globe. Thank you so much for tuning into my 2414th edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni. And as you know, sometimes we add a little bit of long-term in there as well. Traders, again, thank you for tuning in. OMNI campers, this week, baby, get ready. You're coming to town. I'm looking forward to it. Make sure you get some rest on Thursday evening. Have something to eat. Dinner will be provided. And I will see you cats on Friday morning. All right, what else is going on? Traders in my room, trading room, OMNIX around the world, thank you so much for having patience with me the last couple of days. I told you I was having my pool, which had 24 identified leaks all around it. I was having it remodeled. Well, it went from this, and now it looks like this. Yeah, thank you to my friends, Efren. I'll tell you what. Between Efren and Jose showing up every day with their crew to make sure this pool got done right. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Appreciate that. Remember how risky this game is. Risk. Never trade without stops. Put them in first no matter what you're trading. Options, futures, ETFs. If you're trading NFTs, if you're trading crypto, put those stops in first. Now, let's get moving. For trading on 5/18 Wednesday, 2022. First thing on the board, I will remind you. As for the stock market, number one stays on the board, remains valid. Do not fall in love with the upside. Okay, so we know that that's the main theme, meaning the major rallies need to be sold. So we're in a sell the rally theme, if you will. Yes, we day trade in between, but that's the big picture. Do not fall in love with the upside of the big rallies in the stock market. What's happening on Wednesday? Well, today is do or die session in the OMNI S&P and the Russell 2000. I will show that to you on chart. You will see exactly what I'm talking about. It is do or die session, and the likelihood is this should die. The pattern is that it should stop going up here and start to crack. However, number three, maybe, just maybe, there is some technical light at the end of the tunnel for OMNI S&P and Russell, and wait till you see those charts. So, depending upon what happens today, Wednesday, do or die session day, then we'll know how we should handle Thursday. So you'll see it in the charts. Take my word for it. It's crystal clear. And then there's this. We've got do not fall in love with the upside major rallies in the stock market, right? Well, on the board number 4 is do not fall in love with the upside of T-bonds. And I've got great charts to show you there. Traders, join me, which now that my pool is done, I could stay there all day. Join me in my live trading room at livewithoscar.com. It's free to you, no credit cards are required. Now, watch this chart segment for you Omniacs and you Metastock fans that tuned in on Monday to the Metastock Traders Summit. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope what you've seen is able to help you in that video. And if you want to join me live in my trading room, free of charge, once again, I promise to help you even more. With no further ado, let's go look at some charts. Traders, you are looking at the OMNI S&P daily bar chart. You've seen this in many videos prior to this one. Do not fall in love with the upside means when you get these big rallies, don't fall in love with the upside. When you get these big rallies, don't fall in love with the upside. So that's why we have it on the board. Well, we just had a big rally, and we hit that same spot. That's why I'm calling this do or die. If you fail to get above this, we ensue with the downside. However, imagine if we could get above this channel, which hasn't happened the last times it's tried, right? It always runs into trouble. And we've already had a rally in a bearish segment, and we're hitting the line. So the odds are good that the repetitive pattern is back down. But here is the possibility of the light at the end of the tunnel. Same exact chart. All I did was take that trend line, or I would call it a channel, and I dulled it out so that you can't really see it, right? But it's here. All right, we'll just make it dots instead. Well, what if it's a V bottom building now, starting to get above my big gun average? Bottoms are built in V's, right? They start in V's. What if that is a V bottom and the low is in for short to medium term. That could very well be what's going on right now. And guess what? We get to find out today by the end of the day on Wednesday. Because if you can't get above this, we go back down. But if you get above that, we start considering this a V bottom. Isn't that interesting? So, hey, I'm expecting the downside. Omni is actually bullish. Omni's calling for the upside. So I'm not going to say Omni's going to be wrong. But, you know, repetitive patterns tend to repeat, right? But let's see what happens next. The Russell 2000, it all started here. Head and Shoulders came in first to break into a big bear flag. That bear flag creates a little bear flag inside of it, and down we start to go. The projections were down to 1698, and we got right there to 1698. And when we did, we actually hit the bottom of a trend that we're in, right? See this trend channel? Boom, boom, boom. It didn't quite hit the bottom there, but it almost did. Boom. Well, look where we are now. Do or die for Russell, just like it's do or die for the S&P. But then you blow Russell up, you take away some of the voodoo that's on the chart and make it cleaner, and what do you see? Possible V bottom. Do or die day. This is the spot right here. This is a piece of that channel that lives here, right? But if you can somehow get past that, well then, this we're going to talk about being a V bottom. So, hey, maybe we have a short-term V bottom forming. If not, what we're really looking at is the failure on Wednesday before the next crack ensues. They are raising rates, so we know down is the pattern, but we're day traders, right? We're figuring out the days right now. And then, let me leave you with this, kids. Do not fall in love with the upside of T-bonds. Bearish Omni, looking for the downside. T-bonds got underneath this major weekly trend line. Also has a top channel to it, very parallel. Gets under it, tries to get above it, does for a day or two, or it spent a week going up, but we're here now, back below that trend line. Do not fall in love with the upside of T-bonds, traders, and remember, stops are in. Emotions are out. Thanks for tuning in. Good luck trading. I will see you all at livewithoscar.com.